Good morning. That was a good one. God, we're really good at improvising around here. It's Friday Junior. It's me, Talia, in case you don't have the camera on, but you have your sound on. Sound of my sweet Long Island accent. I have my big beverage. Oh, I'm sorry, the camera hog wants a little time. With that dumb-ass Taylor Swift scarf. No.
Prop drawer.
Oh, going through your prop drawer? What else do you, is there anything I can wear in there today?
He claims not to be a Swiftie, but
Yeah.
for a non-Swiftie, he has a lot of Swiftie
A lot of
merch.
Swiftie-related items.
Yeah.
Well, good morning, everyone. What a way to start off our... No, I don't really want to wear that. No. Anything like a crown, the fruitcake bag. If you guys... Anybody remember the fruitcake incident of Christmas 2025?
I'll never forget it.
Me neither.
Neither will my lawyer.
Dude, these guys are gonna play.
That was really funny. God. When you get like fun props like crowns, tiaras, magic wands, things, then call me over.
No.
I want decor. Wow, good morning. Talia, how does a California accent sound to you? It sounds like really neutral. Like I feel like people from California speak quite normally. And then I have the weird accent, if that makes sense, even though my accent is really strong. I don't know. Good morning, Maria, Gary, Craig. My dog is great. Everyone asking how Thor is. He is so petite. I'm going home next week. TSA, better get your act together. Because Big T want to go home to meet Little T. I bought him a little toy. I mailed him home one of my shirts so he could smell me before I get there. I'm really excited. Morning, Charles. Hey, morning, how are you? Oh my God. Yeah, wow. Ouch. Speaking of really awkward, when Devin comes by, I'm gonna make him tell you a story. Because he had the most vile lunch yesterday. That deserves to be aired out. Oh, good morning, Michelle. My family and I watch you every morning. We love you. We don't normally comment. Michelle Ratz, love you and your family. Thanks for watching. Wow. Sweet and low in the house. How long am I going home for? I don't know if legally I can disclose, but I'll be back on Monday, next Monday. Charles being mean. What else is new? He says an attitude. Brandon said, I saw Kylie Jenner selling her home for $20 million. Yeah, and there goes clam chowder. Devin had clam chowder for lunch yesterday that he heated up in the work microwave. It doesn't matter which one it is. People still work back there. It was. No, because we were standing in Derek's doorway and you walked away and it truly smelled like I was standing in front of like a low tide. It smelled. Some people like the beach. Nobody wants to smell like rotten clam carcasses. Can we get a poll in the chat? Is it okay to microwave clam chowder at work? Because I think you're going to be shocked with the results. I think you're going to be shocked that it's like generally pretty unacceptable. But clam is a fish, no? It's not a soup. It's like a seafood stew. I don't know.
Style or New England?
New England, like that thick, the creamy one. It's like a heavy cream. I don't know what goes on in your house, but every time you bring in a food, it's like the first time I've ever smelt that food so potently.
I shop at Trader Joe's.
I know, dude, but my Trader Joe's doesn't smell the same as yours. My chicken kettle soup, it's probably at like a 2, scent-wise. Yours comes in, it's like you're stirring the cauldron. I know, I've smelled it from my desk. Ooh, somebody said does not sound appropriate. Microwaving clam chowder in the microwave is like farting in an elevator. No clam chowder. There's no fish anything at work. Chowder likes to explode in the microwave too.
It's a risk I was willing to take.
God. Just heinous. Ugh. Ew, somebody said all shellfish are bottom feeders, which is just a poop filter. That's why I stopped eating oysters. I loved oysters for a really long time. And then I got really paranoid because they were all carrying the norovirus. Michelle Ratz said that her dad calls Devin food man. Food man. He's always eating something.
I eat at my desk.
Dude, that's fine. It's cool. I eat at my desk all day. I'll like a sumo orange, a banana with peanut butter, plantain chips. I mean, Devin, for Coachella, Steph and I are going, and it's my first time going. We're planning some content of like, we want to make some TikToks, we want to make some Instagram posts. We actually downloaded the Sora AI Devin Rawl song, and we're bringing it back. We'll be making some like viral TikToks to that, pretending that it's like playing at the festival. How do you feel about that? You're not going?
No.
Oh, that's
it's a young man's game.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I used to go every year.
Once you start heating up soup at work, it's kind of over for you.
You're never gonna.
It's appalling to me. Ugh.
It's not as bad as trout.
Trout or broccoli.
Oh, I've heated up broccoli here. It's not a soup. It's like, if it comes from the ocean, don't heat it up at work. I once sat next to somebody.
Red Bull.
I once sat next to somebody on an airplane who had a tuna salad onion sandwich. At that point, you need to be on a no-fly list. That is considered domestic terrorism.
Egg salad's bad too.
Egg salad is just as bad. I remember my first day, I was an intern last summer, and my first day of my internship, I brought tuna on a scooped out bagel, and I just like threw it away. I was like, I can't open this up and be known as like the intern on the first day who's just eating tuna salad. Yeah, no. Nancy, welcome back. Somebody said, wondering where you were yesterday. I'm going to the first weekend on Coachella, where I'll be singing the Devin Rawl song. I actually have my little app. Yeah, I have the Coachella app, no big deal. The lineup is like pretty, they just dropped the merch. Steph, we gotta get the merch. She's logged on, she's listening. Lineup. I really want to see Blood Orange, love Blood Orange. Central C, obviously. Fake Mink, Foster the People, Possa, Sexy Red. Yeah, I think there's then Alex G, David Byrne. David Byrne, anyone? No? Die Spitz, big Die Spitz fan, all-female punk rock band. Obsessed. JB, it's Biebercella, everybody knows that. Royal Otis, Labyrinth, Somber, The Strokes. The Strokes I'm most excited for. Sway Lee, FKA Twigs. Yes, hey Melissa.
Hello, morning.
Twigs, Subtronics, obviously. Wet Leg, duh. Wet Leg is great. Gigi Perez, Fatboy Slim, Major Lazer. It's just like a ridiculous lineup that, like, I am just excited to hang out and listen to music. Worst food to eat / warm up at work in an office. I'm going #1 salmon. Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
Sometimes some curries.
Yeah, some curries are bad. It's anything. Also, I just think like a microwave amplifies that smell. Like toaster oven, fine. I like heat stuff up in the toaster. Something about that. Someone goes, can I vote for all 4? Oh, Judy Crazy Chicken Lady said, I went to Coachella 2 years ago. Greta Van Fleet was there. I love Greta Van Fleet. Yeah. All the food's in that poll. Where's all of the above? It's great. 6ix9ine said the Strokes are good shit. I worked them at first Made in America. Made in America is an awesome festival. I remember begging my mom to go to that in middle school. Obviously, she was like, you're 12. You're not going alone to a music festival in Philadelphia. Yeah. I love music festivals, and I'm really excited I think if I had to pick one person for the rest of my life to only attend concerts with, like I can't bring anybody else, I'm picking Steph. We went to Dom Dalla in San Francisco, best weekend of my life. We just have a blast, and I trust her with my life. And yeah, Steph, if you're watching this, major shout out. Our Airbnb got canceled. That doesn't mean we're not gonna hang out in a tent together all weekend. Exactly. Somebody wanted to know what our stories of the day are. We'll be talking about Savannah Guthrie and her interview with Hoda. It was incredibly emotional. We'll be talking about TSA funding. Yikes. Puka Nacua, I kind of talked about that on my show yesterday. You can check it out at Too Much Info HQ. It's going to be, it's a part of that YouTube channel now. So go check out where it's posted. Puka Nacua allegedly biting someone and also saying anti-Semitic comments. His lawyer is denying the anti-Semitic comments. Not the first time we've seen him in that kind of way with the Aiden Ross stream where he's rubbing his hands together, chatting about Gavin Newsom. Rosalia's food poisoning, she had to leave the stage. Lindsey Vonn almost lost her leg. Claims she wants to get back in the game. Not sure how I feel about that. Cosby net worth. And some other things that you never know what you're gonna get. That's what's great about a live show. You know? It's just always something new. Yeah, I have my peach mango flavored water today. Ooh. It's really cold. It's really cold. But it's it tastes like powder, you know, when you like pour it has like that like stevia aftertaste.
Calories?
No calories. Have you met me? No calories.
Some of those, though, have calories.
Yeah, not the ones I'm drinking. Yeah, no, we don't do calories over here. You heard me, I'm going to Coachella in a couple weeks. I'm not doing calories right now. Yeah. VTW said nothing sounds less enjoyable than going to Coachella. I like really disagree. I guess I felt that way as a youngin'. And by a youngin', I mean like maybe 15, 16, 17, where I was like, I can't do it. It gives me too much anxiety. But now it's so fun to me.
Wasn't there a bunch of drama last year with the camping?
There was a big drama. I know I was obsessed with the Fire Festival documentary. And that made me real scared of music festivals for a while. It was like that different story. But still, I was like, I'm gonna show up to camp and it's gonna be 1,000 degrees and there's no tent. What?
When are you leaving? Thursday night?
Yeah, I think Thursday night. Or Friday morning, I don't know. No. Thursday, I'm leaving Thursday night. I took off of work, so.
I think it's like getting there. Are you assigned a place or is it first come, first served?
No, I think we're assigned a place.
Oh, okay.
I have no, look, and that's why I go with an adult. Hey, Harvey.
Hey, guys.
Are you going to Coachella this year?
No.
Oh, really?
So aged. I not only aged out of it, I never would have liked it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Can we get lunch out of the way?
Yeah, please, go right ahead.
Okay. So I always ask you guys about poke, and you never pick it.
Did you print out a photo to show us?
Well, Anakin printed this out.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought this photo looks good. So that's poke, okay?
It's like a deconstructed sushi bowl.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, looks pretty good, huh? Or Asian chicken salad.
Ooh.
And that's just the words, but that's the poke.
Okay.
So you guys decide.
Okay. Will he be having photo or words for lunch today? Asian chicken salad or poke? I love that
he wants the poke.
I think he really wants the poke. And I think we should just give it to him this once. It's been a long week. He's getting older. We just gotta be nice. We just gotta bend. You just gotta bend sometimes. Poke looks really good. I'm voting for poke. Yeah. Somebody commented, looks like shit. I'm commenting poke. Hashtag shit sandwich. Looks like turd reheated. Wait, everyone. That was clearly not the right move to do. Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, let's do poke for him. I think I'm gonna be a big baller and I'm gonna order lunch today, because I deserve that shit. Yeah, I'm broke as hell. Yeah, half my salary I pay in rent, but that's fine. Sometimes you deserve a lunch that you pay for instead of bring. and I'll reallocate those funds. But then the problem is like,
What's your budget?
my budget for lunch, $7 or $8.
You're not kidding.
I'm gonna get like half a sandwich from like the dumpster at 7-Eleven. But probably like $15. I feel like that's like typical LA lunch prices. My problem is gas.
cheap side.
Yeah, cheap side. Gas by me right now, $6.75. I'm about to Flintstone that bitch. I'm cutting a hole in the bottom of my car and I'm walking that bitch to work every day.
Surprised you know that reference.
Flintstone in that bitch? Yeah. No bottom to their car. They just picking that thing up and walking it. God. Yeah, it's not right. People need to consider, what if someone was choosing lunch for them? It's kind of a good point. It's always, the thing, isn't the golden rule, treat others the way you want to be treated? What is... So far, Poke is in a far lead.
Swear to God.
Yeah, 72%.
By the way,
Poke.
remember what we were talking about yesterday with Auda? So then the woman who runs TSA went before Congress and said people
Yeah.
are selling their blood. We're going to have a TSA worker on today.
Oh, they're selling their
And
blood?
selling their blood.
Holy shit.
Eh,
A lot of money for plasma.
It's
But you shouldn't have to do that
This
if you're
is-
employed.
enraging.
It's really sick.
And I am so fucking sick of them blaming each other. They're all a bunch of clowns.
I agree. Big old circus.
They're all a bunch of clowns. And nobody's, how do you buy this? That one side's, how can one side be responsible? And by the way, the president is the least compromising of all of them. And
Yeah.
so just this whole group in DC is like a toxic waste dump.
Yeah, it is.
I'm so pissed off.
I agree. It's a lot of, well, we can't
You
do
know what a
anything.
sacrificial lamb is? These TSA agents
a
are
lamb that you
sacrificial
sacrifice?
lambs for political benefit. And they're all saying we care about the TSA agents. You care so much, you're letting them live this way? You care, either side cares so much that they're allowing this to happen. Fund TSA. How about that? Just
Yeah.
fund TSA. Just fund TSA.
Why are, if they're on like
Because
a
they're
freeze, they're
po-
making money, but
They're the pawns in a stupid political game.
really messed up.
You know they're about to vote. It's not gonna
Nothing's
pass.
going to happen.
Yeah,
No, it's
it
not
never
gonna
does.
pass.
Thune's already saying it's not going to happen.
And somebody said, then come in the ICE guys who are getting paid for doing nothing.
If they go on recess,
They're going
Eric?
tomorrow. They're going tomorrow.
I know, but there's some talk that if they go on recess, I want to get pictures
All
of
of them
them
at the airport.
vacationing on the beach. Okay, Eric is our clips and clearance director, and you talk to all the agencies. So you could just tell the agencies, we're interested in getting photographs of the congressmen and senators vacationing on the beach in the next 2 weeks. We want to get those pictures. How's that?
Also,
Other DC guy in case they're like doing.
should
Well,
we
they're not
get?
going to go to D.C. and do that. They're going to go to Hawaii and do
They're not
that.
gonna fall.
By the way, I want to.
Yeah. How
Are they going to be
getting
waiting
there?
in line in DC?
Well,
yeah, Delta-
only Delta is saying no. I don't know the others.
Delta ended their special privileges.
Boy, I'll tell you, I hope they walk into this airport
they
and get
get-
escorted when
if they
people
get
are in this
escorted-
long line. There's going to be chaos. No. But if everybody else sees it. But I want to get pictures of them on the beach.
You think they would fly private if they go on vacation?
Well, they can't afford that. I mean, a lot of them don't have the money for that, but they're going to go Disney World. I mean, a lot of them will probably take their kids to Disney World. It's like, and these
Ew.
TSA agents are selling their blood,
So
and they're going on vacation.
Can they fund TSA and not
call,
fund ICE?
Call in tomorrow to look out for
Yeah.
them. Just let them know if he gets any of them
Yeah.
at the airport. We should.
Yeah,
So we said,
it's a good idea.
oh, and they're trying to privatize TSA? Is that
Some
true?
places are, but it's a long process.
Yeah,
They
you
wouldn't-
can't just do that.
Yeah, we got an immediate problem, guys, because tomorrow is spring break for a lot of people, and good luck
Oh,
at the
shoot.
airport. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank your congressmen and senators for it.
Somebody said the congressional.
And the problem is,
Yeah.
the next 2 weeks at the airports are going to be
hell.
hell, and they're all just going to be on vacation.
They're gonna be
There's
on
no
vacation.
way they
They're
should
gonna be on-
cancel their fucking vacation.
Of course they should.
Cancel their-
But you know they're not, because look at what they've
Scared.
done now. They're despicable.
Yeah. And ICE is there getting paid
Eric, let's get these pictures.
to do. I don't know if they exist yet.
Huh?
Well, not
The
yet.
pictures.
No.
No,
I
it
mean,
hasn't happened yet.
Okay, sorry.
They're in D.C.
Okay, just clarifying there.
What would be a suitable vacation that you'd be okay with?
Washington, D.C. in the
In your
Capitol.
office.
That's work.
Yeah, that's what they need to do. They should do it now. They should have done it 3 weeks ago. This is just, the idea. The recess, tomorrow is their last day for 2 weeks.
Oh.
Tomorrow's their last day for 2 weeks.
Damn.
They're going on vacation.
Are they getting paid?
You're going to meet a woman on TMZ Live today who is a TSA agent who takes care of 4 kids, 2 grandchildren. She barely gets by. She is recovering from the last shutdown in late last year. And the last check she got was February 28th. She got $13.81.
What?
And she is at a food bank right now. She is at this place to help so she doesn't lose her home. And they're going on vacation.
Triona said
Mike
senators and
Johnson.
representatives should be denied any flights out of D.C. Not right. We still have TSA not receiving paychecks
this
for
just-
6 weeks.
Honestly, this makes me crazy.
Michelle said Harvey is 1 rant away from running TSA himself. Yeah.
I mean, how everybody should be so outraged at this.
Yeah.
This is why I really, really believe this outa thing.
Somebody said they don't care about TSA. They need to all walk off the job.
They don't care about TSA.
They don't.
No, they say they care. No, they care about TSA, but they blame the other side.
Yes. Yep.
They could compromise, and they all know it, and they won't because they want to be the big man and show that they won.
I'm gonna have Colin to ask people on the Hill if they have plans or if they plan to work through it.
Call him right now and have him ask that question.
Yeah.
Get as many as we can, and we'll put them up on the website.
Yeah.
What are you going to do during recess? Are you taking your kids anywhere?
Are you going somewhere?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna
No, but give him specifics. Are you taking your kids somewhere? Are you guys going to go away for a couple of days? Where are you going?
Said walk off the job. Don't work for free. I heard
Make
that
sure
ICE is
he's
handing
rolling
water
when he asks
bottles.
the question because they're not going to answer, but that's an answer.
This country is acting like a bunch of
Right.
babies.
They're gonna be, oh, sorry, can't talk.
Oh, what?
Can't talk.
Too sensitive a question?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, real busy. Gotta.
The recommendation is now
You
3
talk to Colin?
hours.
Yo, you talk. Did you respond? Call him. Actually, call him.
The recommendation is now 3 hours for domestic flights and 6 for
Yeah,
international.
it's insane.
Yeah.
Do you want to knock out A block before we do the
Sure.
11 o'clock interview? Derek!
I'm supposed to go home for Passover. I'm scared.
I'd pass over.
And with the gas prices, I was just telling them, I'm cutting a hole in my car and I'm walking.
Did you guys see the gas prices?
Flintstone in that bitch.
Iconic Chevron in Hollywood?
Yeah.
$9.
It's the start of a joke.
Where? Chevron, which one?
Right? It's going to be good.
Workshop it.
It's going to be good.
You're gonna
Flintstone in
get
that
there.
bitch.
You're starting it.
Maybe you'll know.
Flintstone.
$6.75.
Talk about that. The gases.
It's all
Oh, the one in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, Beverly Hills. Sorry.
What is it?
$9.
I was gonna say it must be.
Well,
like,
that one
I
is
thought it'd be
always,
8.
but it's 8 on a good day.
Yeah. The one in Brooklyn is $6.75. What the hell?
$9?
That's a 76 station. That's not a Chevron.
No, it's not a 76.
Yes, it's a 76 station, I believe.
The one with the silver, like, metal.
The one by Crescent and Little Santa Monica.
76 or is it
You
Chevron?
know the one I
It
took?
is a 76.
United Oil.
Jonah said it's
It might have
76.
been a 76 before, but they might have changed.
I think
No, it's a 76 station. I went by it.
I literally, it said Google, I mean,
the
New York
metal
Post
modern
said,
looking one.
What?
Nice.
Is that what he's talking about?
Huh?
That
Okay,
very
good.
metallic,
Hills, yeah, great.
modern looking one.
Yeah. Who
Okay.
cares which one it is? It's $9.
Oh, where's the
871,
Washington,
LA's
D.C.
most
Congress
infamous
guy from
gas
a few months
station, the
ago
Drabs Chevron
that
on the
goes
edge
to
of
a
we got
private jet?
hanging with Mr.
I bet
Cooper
he
at?
knows where they're all
Got
vacationing.
Mark Curry there, didn't he?
That was Swalwell.
Yeah. We could ask him.
But Swalwell, he's part of
Yeah.
the Congress.
How can all of us Americans agree on something yet Congress
Well, that's what we should
can't?
do. We should call the Republicans, and they'll tell us about the Democrats, and we'll call the Democrats, and they'll tell us where the
about-
Republicans are going.
Perfect. A foolproof plan.
Aren't you guys angry?
I think I'm gonna take a Greyhound back to New York.
Crushing. Crushing.
Okay.
Have to turn around. Yeah.
Heard in my life.
In one note.
Meanwhile, he's out here talking about Fueled for Houston being some huge billboard hit. Never even sniffed the. This guy's.
I love that. I love
Wilson
that.
Phillips
song?
deep
Oh,
track.
I love that.
You
song.
went deep.
Wilson
You went
Phillips
deeper
deep
cuts
cuts.
on Wilson Phillips.
I love Wilson
How do you think
Phillips.
Wilson Phillips knows
I
those songs?
love Wilson Phillips. Love them.
I mean, Hold On is it's an all-timer, but I didn't know they had
Five hits, five releases on that album. Eric Hawley just told me.
But Fueled for Houston was not one of them.
In my book, it was.
What is that? A benefit song? Did they have a hurricane?
Was it a jet is filled for Houston?
5 minutes.
Okay, let's do Savannah. What is this, Savannah?
Savannah,
Okay.
top
Here we
of the
go.
show.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Changing
Meaning
tone here.
starts. Oh, that she got a call from her brother or talking to her brother. Got it. Okay.
Here we go. Welcome to TMZ Live. There is a heart-wrenching interview that aired this morning on the Today Show with Savannah Guthrie, where she poured her heart out and talked about a lot. I want to start with what she said about the ransom note, because there's something interesting and even puzzling.
Right. She sat down with Hoda Kotb and talked about the myriad ransom notes that came in. Some of them, which we received, other media outlets received them, and some of them actually went to the Guthrie family. And Savannah says something, you said, very interesting here. In light of, remember that when this was all going on, there was a moment, I believe it was the first weekend after,
Yep.
that Savannah and her siblings sat down and said that they were going to pay. So remember that, and now here's what she said about the ransom notes.
The ransom notes or ransom requests came. Did you believe those to be real?
There are a lot of different notes, I think, that
Yeah.
came. And I think most of them, it's my understanding, are not real. And I didn't see them. But, you know, a person that would send a fake ransom note really has to look deeply at themselves.
Yeah.
To a family in pain. But I believe the two notes that we received, that we responded to, I tend to believe those are real.
She's referring to the two notes that were sent to media outlets, including TMZ. It was sent by the same person or people. We received the first one, and in it, there was a demand for $4 million. If it wasn't met in a few days, there was a deadline where it increased to $6 million, and it said if that wasn't met by a deadline, they would kill Nancy Guthrie.
So what happened was that deadline passed. Then there was a second note that only went to, I believe it was KOLD in Tucson.
Right.
And then after that one, that's when she posted the video saying that they were going to pay.
And it was
now they hear her say
it's
that
the
they,
same person. And now she's saying they believe.
right, and they believed it. So it makes sense that that adds up with them sitting down saying we are going to pay. But
So
what happened?
We're trying to figure this out. Look, we've been in touch with authorities, including the FBI, and there is something that was said, because we have the Bitcoin address and we've monitored it, and that money was never put in there. So something happened, and we don't know what it is, but something happened where they decided with law enforcement that it wasn't a good idea to pay the money. And we can't answer that, but when you watch this, you just
It
are
sounds
left,
like
you're
she
left
wanted-
wondering.
It sounds like she wanted to pay.
It's genuinely perplexing, because initially there might have been some idea that they were conditioning payment on proof of life coming, but the other video they posted sounded like that condition had been lifted, and they were agreeing to take a flyer on paying this amount and hopefully receiving their mother in return
And
in
to this
some
day,
form or
she's
another.
saying she believes it's real.
Yeah, and if she believed it's real, why wasn't it sort of paid?
This is not in any way to suggest anything.
Not at all.
That was an error on the Guthrie family part.
No, what
But there's
we're
something
suggesting-
we just don't know.
That something happened in their communications, either with someone claiming to be the abductors or with law enforcement, there was some communication clearly why, even though she believes, and you heard her say it today, that she believes that those notes were real, but they didn't pay.
And she was also,
we were in touch with the FBI multiple times, every single day for about 3 weeks after the kidnapping.
They talked to our IT to get all the information about all the background metadata that was connected to the letters that we got.
I spoke to them countless times, and we could never make sense of this because, frankly, we believed they were real too. And based on our interactions with the FBI, they believed it was real. And I think they do believe that those ransom notes are real. But there is something that we just can't explain. That said, there is such an emotional side to this in terms of Savannah processing why her mother was kidnapped. And she is feeling blame.
She talked to Hoda about a conversation she had with her brother about why this happened.
When I called him, he knew. He knew. And he said, I think she's been kidnapped for ransom. And I said, yeah. What? Yeah. Well, why? What? And then, I mean, it sounds so like how dumb could I be? But I didn't want to believe. I just said, do you think because of me? And he said, I'm sorry, sweetie, but yeah, maybe. Which is too much to bear. To think that I brought this to her bedside. That it's because of me.
It sounds harsh to hear her brother maybe say that, but she says in the interview she also knew it. She knew it in her heart that she might have played a role in this. When you contextualize that with her blaming herself at the time, because this was a conversation shortly after the disappearance, and then the ransom notes, it becomes even more perplexing because if she had sort of the capacity and the power to pay the ransom and she's already blaming herself, we're missing something. We're missing some connection.
We're definitely missing something. Yeah. And there's something that I think makes sense that we just can't figure out. But it is just so sad that, how do you compartmentalize that? That's going to be the job because the talk is that she's going to come back in
next
April.
month, right? And how is she going to
get through a day?
All those feelings that you hear her talking about. How
Put it
is
in
she
a box
going to
in the morning?
Well, she says she's leaning on her faith, which we talked about, which is good in terms of supporting her, but also without the closure, it just becomes sort of a very difficult situation.
Hi, Vicki Ziegler from Livingston, New Jersey. This is unbelievable, the agony that the Guthries are going through, and especially Savannah. She is the public persona. Most people don't request ransoms unless they know somebody can pay them. And that's what's so troubling here, why a ransom has not been paid earlier, why it's taking so long to get these clues, and really thinking about her public persona and saying, wow, it's great to have all of the public trying to find my mom, but was I the cause of this? Is that the reason a family member, my beloved mother, was taken? That is so troubling, and to feel the palpability of the emotion that she's going through is heartbreaking. And for anybody that has a loved one that's missing, everybody can identify with this unfortunate circumstance.
Yeah, there are a lot of people too, and it clearly does not go away. Okay.
So he basically said, I
so sad. It is so sad.
It is so sad. People are saying she needs lots of therapy. There's no way that you can just get over something like that.
I think even that.
Yeah. Yeah. Said, I don't even understand. Greed. People do crazy things.
Well, this is more than greed. It's just monstrous.
Yeah. Agreed.
She what?
She's using sick days.
Barbara said, I hope she doesn't blame herself or stops blaming herself.
Well, she is blaming herself, yeah. She's totally blaming herself.
Yeah. Really really sad. They will find the people who did it, Josh said. Somebody will talk.
They will eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, not always, but.
Yeah. Somebody said it's a horrible burden, kind of rough to put that on her with her brother kind of saying it's possible,
I mean,
but it's
her
the
brother's
truth.
just telling the truth.
Brother's telling the
Yeah.
truth. She was already thinking that.
Exactly.
Well, it's, of
gets
course.
it. Of course
I mean,
it would.
when you're
Right.
asking for, when you send a ransom note immediately asking for that kind of money from an
Right.
84-year-old
She knows
woman,
why.
you know why.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. It didn't take a second to figure out.
Agreed. People say, I wouldn't even be able to speak. It's so impressive that she was even able to
Yeah.
get through an interview like that.
Of her.
Her what?
Her situation.
Oh, dice. Yeah. Okay.
We were talking to. Right.
Right. Yeah. That's what I got.
Is she up? Yeah. What's her name?
Rebecca.
Hey, Rebecca. Rebecca, it's Harvey and Charles. Thank you for doing this.
Hello. Thank you. I appreciate you helping get our stories out there.
We all feel so, not just bad for you, but enraged that you're going through this. Enraged you're going through this.
Going through it again after having just gone through it.
It's out
6 months ago.
We've been trying to start a movement called Out With Their Asses to vote every member of Congress out because if they can't reach a compromise on this, they're nincompoops and they shouldn't be in Congress. They shouldn't be in D.C. And so, you know, even the ones you like, get rid of all of them because this is just unacceptable. And Americans, anyway, we're so outraged and feel so bad for you.
We appreciate the support and the kind words. It means a lot to us.
Well, okay, we're going to start right now, but I just want to let you know, I mean, we just feel terrible for you.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go.
Something absolutely outrageous and enraging, really, is about to happen in Washington, D.C., and that is Congress going on vacation for 2 weeks for spring break. And yet they have not figured out a way to pay TSA officers, to fund TSA so that to relieve obviously the long lines around the country at airports, but more importantly, to pay the people who are actually working to keep us safe.
For weeks and weeks and weeks.
41 days now.
As a collective, as a body, Congress has proven utterly incompetent to do their jobs. Incompetent that they can't reach some agreement, some compromise to pay these people who are losing their houses, losing their cars, losing their livelihood over, becoming sacrificial lambs so people can have a political gain.
So we wanted to show you, we want to actually highlight how this is impacting people, the TSA officers who are trying to figure out how to keep their lives going without getting paid for now 41 days. And so we're going to be joined by a woman named Rebecca Wolf in just a moment. This is a little bit of what she is going through, and then we're going to talk to her a little bit more. She posted this. It's very clear she and all TSA officers are struggling.
It's the emotional and the mental breakdown that this shutdown causes. I watched an interview, and when I heard an officer say, "We're expected to come to work," and smile in the faces of these passengers, while the whole time in my mind, I'm thinking about ways to off myself. Why is that not a discussion? Why is that not being focused on?
Oh, it does need to be focused on for Rebecca and for all these officers who are struggling so much. So joining us right now is Rebecca Wolf, who is, as I said, TSA officer, also the leader of her union as well. Rebecca, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting that, so I got teary-eyed. Every time I think
get
about
it.
it.
Yeah, we
get it.
totally get it. So why don't you explain, just, we want to hear the personal side of this. How has this affected your life?
Me personally, it's devastating. It's caused medical issues for myself. Just the stress of it all. I can tell you, a lot of people don't know this. You know, I started right after 9/11 with the private companies, and I was homeless at that time with children. And then I transferred over into the TSA, and this has been the career that has been able to stabilize me and move forward. And now this is the career that could cost me everything, and having to start over again. And it's stressful. It's hard to think about, but it's something that's always there at the back of your mind. I'm looking at selling my vehicle to try to come up with money. My last paycheck was February 28th. It was $13.53. So March's rent didn't get paid. April's due now. You got car insurances, trying to feed the kiddos and make sure the lights stay on and the water's running. It's exhausting.
Rebecca, are you supporting, it's not just yourself, I know you said the kiddos, you have, I know, 2 grandchildren and 4 children. Is everyone living with you, or are you supporting all those people by yourself?
I am. I have 3 adult children that live with me. 2 have been actively trying to find work. I have a child who has medical issues and cannot work. I have a 16-year-old son in high school, and then my 2 grandbabies.
So you are also your union leader. What are you doing as a union other than just watching the carnival in D.C.? Are you lobbying? Are you contacting representatives? What are you getting back?
Yeah, we are reaching out to our congressman, reaching out to our members and the other officers to make sure they're okay. I cover 6 states, and I have a regional vice president in each state, and they're doing everything they can. We're doing interviews, helping with food drives, collecting gift cards, things that we can do to help everyone get through all of this. It just doesn't seem to be enough. And even all the different calls and the interviews that we're doing, it doesn't seem to bother these people who are making this decision on our lives.
I mentioned a few minutes ago about the fact that Congress is going on their 2-week break. Just what would you, if you could actually, if any of them had the guts to actually stand face to face with you, what would you say to them about the fact that they are going to go on, it appears they're going to go on this break without finding a way to pay you and your fellow officers?
That is not right. It's outrageous that they would even think that it's okay to go home to their families and spend their Easter holiday and spring break with their families when you have hundreds of thousands of federal employees and families that are not being paid. You know, spring, I say it over and over, spring is a time of new beginning. Then you have Easter, and if you're religious, the aspect of it, it's a new beginning and it's hope. But as I said, even in my my post that I put, it's kind of bleak because we don't see any relief. Kiddos, you know, they expect the Easter bunny, and that's even a reach for a lot of people now to give the kids something like that. And I know some of the congressmen have posted, "Oh, keep my paycheck," and it's a little too late. And they're not in a position where missing a paycheck or 2 or even 3 paychecks is going to hurt them. We are everyday, you know, paycheck to paycheck people. And what I would want them to do is think about if this was your child, your grandchild going through this, and they didn't have help from anybody else. And they shouldn't go home. I don't think they should go home. I think if they're going to do a shutdown personally, they should have to work.
Well, they're
Monday
not.
through Saturday.
It looks like they're going to go on recess. I want you to hear this, Rebecca. Want to talk to everybody in our audience right now. That if anybody goes to Disney World with their family for spring break, or goes to a beach somewhere, or anywhere on vacation, and you see one of the 535 members of Congress, take a picture and send it to us at TMZ. We will post that picture on our website, on our social media, and we will put it on our television shows. We want to show what they are doing at your expense. And we want everybody to hear that, and we are waiting for those pictures.
I appreciate it.
I'm sorry it has to come
Sorry you're
to
going
that.
through this, Rebecca.
Yeah.
And
So sorry, Rebecca.
I hope that there's some miracle that they figure this out in the next 24 hours before because once they're gone for 2 weeks, you know at that point that this isn't going to be worked out for at least that long. And that is too long, I think, for a lot of people. Rebecca, we really wish you the best. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you,
Thank
Rebecca.
you. I appreciate you.
Okay.
Okay. Nauman, I want to put that up, but I want to make the headline about
So sad.
requesting photographs.
Shame them.
Yeah.
They don't care about the people. Stop Congress's paycheck. Let them see how it feels to have no money coming in. Put off the break for a week and get shit done. Outa, outa, outa.
Just it's something that, if you're watching that, and I don't know how you couldn't watch that and feel like, what can I do to help? What can I do to help? I know at a lot of airports, and just look around in wherever you live, there are people who are doing like food drives and things specifically for TSA. So
Yeah.
look around. There are places you can donate. So.
Somebody said, bring back shame that these Congress members,
Yeah, I mean, fuck them.
devastating.
Definitely,
Shame
that
on
needs
them.
to happen.
Outa.
Find the photos of them out celebrating and acting like they're carefree.
And Nauman, I want to sell this too.
But
We
also,
should-
in addition to that, do something to help.
Yep. Joker's Wild said, do the right thing and walk off the job. Send Washington a message saying we won't be taken advantage of.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are, they're using their sick days.
Yeah.
And
using their leave.
Really?
And that's going to run out. And by the way,
So
even if
sad.
here's the thing, even if they use their sick days,
sell that element.
they're still not going. They'll get that. Supposedly, they'll get that pay eventually, but
Now they have no sick days for when they're sick.
but then when
Down later on in the year.
right.
It's terrible.
They don't care about the people. No more blame, just pay them.
Split it up. And
Yeah.
I mean,
Boy, if I saw a congressman on the beach in Mexico or at Disney World, oh my gosh.
Ooh, I
Margarita.
wish
Ooh, I
wish
wish a
it
mother
would.
would. Oh my God. I didn't
How
even.
the table shall turn.
Harvey, I didn't even think about that. If to see a congressperson in like Mexico or like at a bar
think about
or restaurant.
that. Think about that.
Yeah. A different Charles, not this one, said, man, I'm thankful you guys are doing this. People need to realize how we're all getting screwed.
I would
And the people that, by the way,
Probably get
just
arrested,
remember
probably throw a
what
drink on
the
them.
TSA officers do. They're keeping you safe. That's their
I was
job.
gonna say, hit another
That's
American
what they're
doll.
actually getting paid to do. So,
I was about to
yes,
say that, but I couldn't remember.
Congress is screwing the TSA officers, but don't forget, they're screwing you in a way more than just waiting in line, more than just inconvenience. They're putting your lives in jeopardy. So,
And we saw that with the LaGuardia airport.
You guys
crash.
cool with doing what we said about the pictures? That's
Love that.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
They need
People
that.
said I'll
said
send
great
pictures
idea.
of them cheating on their spouses too.
No, that's not what we're doing.
All right, we're not getting it.
That's not what we're doing.
No, that's a great idea.
But yeah.
And I hope someone gets caught too. I really hope
Maria
someone
G
gets
said, my
caught.
daughter's in Mexico. I don't know if she'd know any congressmen. Well, but send her pictures so she could be on the lookout.
That's the problem.
Get a face sheet.
Yeah, no.
There'll be people who it's going to be the ones with the masks now because they know.
Seriously, in big sun hats covering themselves.
I feel like
Yep.
there's more heat with Andy and Sarah. We need for an A2.
There you go.
We do.
These are real
For like
people
2.5
going through
minutes.
real problems, and our tax dollars are going
Andy
to
and
pay
Sarah
lazy
or-
politicians.
Sorry, what's Andy and Sarah?
Huh?
Heat lifer?
Sarah Michelle.
I agree with you. Yep. Oh, it's Mombi's birthday.
Sydney Sweeney's brother.
Mombi. Mom Zombie.
Andy,
Happy birthday.
We should do something a little lighter. Andy Cohen.
Why would you not pay the people that are helping you to get to your destination? That's
And I want to make G.
That's confusing.
Talking about the what we're looking for with these photos.
People were about ready to see something that nobody would ever thought.
Okay, that's a good idea.
do that.
That's a good idea. Okay, is that Babcock?
Lindsay.
Over to Babcock?
No, Babcock's doing Gavin Newsom. You can do Lucas though for Lindsey Vonn.
Just getting some steps
Babcock's
in.
doing Gavin Newsom.
He said he was thrilled.
You're on the grinder beat. Okay.
I love Grindr. Stand up or?
No, we'll go. We'll go. over.
Chat,
We'll
clip
go
that. Chat, clip that.
Okay.
Over to sports we go.
Where are we doing this?
Lucas.
Oh, so we are going over to sports.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Soto. Get out of here, Danny.
So we
Get
say-
out of here.
I'm sorry, say again? The recess is over. The recess, tomorrow's their last day, and then they go on a 2-week recess.
I'm so hungry.
Maybe don't get into whatever he just
I'm gonna get
said,
in and
but I
out
was
for lunch. Somebody said, meanwhile, POTUS is renovating the White House.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Okay, Lindsey Vonn.
Boy, I watched that happening, Corey. I was like, he thinks he's going to fit. Oh, God, no, it's not. He came in confident, too. Just...
Do you double cupping it?
It's just too hot.
No, it's like the other one.
Yeah,
Oh,
what do you-
that's
what do you-
water.
what do you double cupping,
because it
man?
goes through.
Huh?
Look, I think we got.
You got your lean over there?
I'm lean. Well, I think for baseball
You are,
season we got.
you are just, you have the worst diet of anybody
No,
I've
I
ever
know.
met in my life.
No, I know.
Have you ever had a salad?
No.
Unbelievable.
That was.
He has never had a
My
salad.
doctor
Still
told
no
me,
salad,
If
huh?
you don't change, you're going to have a heart attack. So I'm making changes.
Salad.
He really told me that.
Yeah, well, how about avoiding Chick-fil-A every day? No, seriously.
That would be a good start.
Yes.
It would be a good.
When?
Just get down to like
Giving away
twice
free
a week.
tenders today, though.
Just
so tomorrow.
bring it down to
Babcock.
like twice a week.
You don't need free tenders. You can pay for tenders. Just don't do it today and just stop. Okay. Here we go. What's that saying? If you fall off a horse?
You get back on the horse?
Yeah.
I think same applies for skis.
Does it?
Although
That's the
some
question.
people think it should not apply for Lindsey Vonn because after that horrific crash over in Italy,
where she almost lost a leg.
Almost lost a leg. She is actually talking about getting back on the slopes. And this was actually, I think this photo of her is pretty interesting. So she did an interview with Vanity Fair. She's the cover girl. But you can still see she still has bandages where her injuries, where she's recovering. But she still did this photo shoot. And during the interview said that, yeah, she doesn't want, she said, I don't like to close the door on anything because you just never know what's going to happen. I really feel like that was a horrible last run to end my career on. I only made it 13 seconds, but they were a really good 13 seconds.
So she is
But
not
now
talking
she's
about.
actually looking at that accident with optimism.
She is not talking about recreational skiing.
No,
that
because she
means
said her career.
Right. She wants to go back and compete.
I've been
And
looking at the
that's
videos she's posting, like
crazy.
working out, and you could say that she's just working out because she wants to, you know, just recover. But these workouts are someone who's trying to be a professional athlete still. And
you know, we were talking on a sports show the other day about Tiger Woods and how he might compete at the Masters.
Yeah.
You know, my opinion on this has changed quite a bit with Tiger and the chances that he could actually suit up at Augusta. What's the difference here?
I think there's a huge difference. Tiger Woods walks on a green, gets in a golf cart, and I realize it's still really a strenuous thing. But skiing, where you are moving your body the way she moves her body,
there's more,
it's so
there's
different.
a better chance for her to re-injure herself horrifically.
I'm not saying
than
about
Tiger.
the actual physical necessities here. It is about the mentality. You know, people are like, all right, move on, get over it, everything. They're saying that to Lindsey Vonn, but Tiger, it's like, go Tiger,
You know what
yeah.
you know what
Get out there.
you know what I compare it to is a prize fighter who starts to lose, and then he says, no, I got to win again. And they keep doing it and losing and losing. And then they get messed up for life. I mean, that's the way I see it.
I totally get her wanting to ski again, but man, competitively, she's taking a big chance.
Maybe the bunny hills, you know, bunny slopes.
The bunny slopes. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay, no.
No, she can't go that.
Where are we going?
She can't ski that fast anymore, Lindsey.
Yeah, somebody said
so
80
we've done
miles
A
an
and
hour
B?
downhill. She's got to really watch that.
What's C?
Yeah.
Oh.
Somebody said before
Okay,
callers, falling off a
is he
horse
up?
was a leading cause of death.
Okay, Bill Cosby is on libel.
Louis said, nah, Tiger's done too.
He said he.
I remember finding out that Tiger Woods cheated on his wife, and that was earth-shattering news to me as like a 10-year-old. I was like, why would he do that? His career's over. Yeah. Texa Gus said, don't ski with Charles. Holy crap.
What?
Because you
Who said
ate crap
don't ski
down the
with me?
mountain because you're bad at skiing.
First of all, I'm not bad at skiing. Who said that? Who said I'm bad at skiing? Who said it?
Oh, one comment after another. Charles is bad at skiing. Remember when Charles fell skiing? All Charles does is go skiing and fall.
First of all, this is
another comment.
No, I
Charles
know. Hold on a
skis.
second. I know Talia well enough. She's making that up. Show me.
No.
Show me all the people saying that.
You have to
What?
ask permission
Yeah.
to see my phone in the
Right.
workplace.
Talia, she's good.
I'm putting that in my type 5.
Yeah,
that was
great.
good. That was good. Yeah. That was in 2009 when Tiger Woods cheated.
What does that have to do with anything?
I was just reflecting. I was 6 years old and I remember thinking that I was like so moved by this news. I don't know why that was so impactful to me.
Then what are we asking?
Yeah.
You got the money, so you're.
Oh my God, somebody said too old to ski. Skiing is one of the universal sports, I think. Same with golf, where it's like you can ski no matter how old you are. You just gotta be careful. Josh Barzell, I have to say that I am afraid of Charles.
You skier or a snowboarder?
Me, I ski. A little bit classier.
Classier?
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool to ski.
Brandon, you look like a snowboarder.
I used to want to be a snowboarder girl so bad.
I tried. That shit's hard as hell.
Yeah.
Even
the longevity of the ski. And then I was like, look, if I marry
One
Rich,
foot in the
if I
board.
marry, you're like walking like this.
Yeah, it's too much.
If I marry Rich, I can't be on a snowboard. You know what I mean? They're gonna be like, well, when we're in Vail,
You can do
have to
both.
ski.
But he never said that.
You could be a ski girl and like a shredder.
Oh my God, TMZ just commented the craziest joke. Would a lion cheat on his wife? No, but a tiger would.
Aw. Yeesh.
Oh my God. Yeah. Skiing is easier than snowboarding? Agreed. Yeah. All right. Love that joke, TMZ. Gossip Girl or K? I think it might be K over there. It's a good one. Oh, cross-country skiing is like the hardest sport of all time. Because it's already like hiking's already kind of hard. And then you do it and there's no friction and you're on skis and you're like sweating but you're freezing because you're in a lot of gear but it's cold. Nightmare. Actually, that's my nightmare. Yeah. Never have snowboarded. would love to since I skate. That's what I think. I was like, since I skateboard, you think I'd be good at snowboarding? They don't translate. There is no correlation there. You got to start completely from scratch. You think you're good? You're not. You think it's going to be easy? It's going to be harder. You need 3 days? I'd argue you need 5.
Yeah, I'm with Talia. I did 3 days.
Yeah, you need more than that.
I made it down the bunny hill.
TMZ said, it's K, duh. Gossip Girl isn't funny like I am. I'm obsessed with the TMZ shade. It's so funny. Why do they call it cross country when they don't actually cross the country? I think in the olden days, the Olympics, like, you had to cross the whole country on skis.
Might be.
Yeah. WK in the chat. We said Charles should stick going to concerts. That's a real comment. I didn't make that one up.
So
I'm good. I'm not that good.
Just to be clear, nobody said.
Do we know how much?
No,
Charles
one
can't ski.
person said don't go skiing with Charles, and then I said the
Then
rest
you
of them.
just fueled it. Huh.
We worked on that in improv, like fueling your,
This one is 60 million.
fueling the other partner
What
for
are the others?
a larger emotional reaction. I'll be finding my seat now.
Or it's one other, right?
You said 2 others.
Hey, Luca. What's up? Are you a skier or a snowboarder? Yeah, you're cool. Yeah, you're too cool for school. I didn't even notice. Oh, yeah.
No, that one was.
Guys, do you have an answer to that?
Yeah, it's not an outstanding one. Yeah.
Skiing is
He actually paid that
dangerous.
Just one other, and how much is the other?
Cross-country skiing is vigorous. I couldn't cross-country ski. Ever.
What?
Liam, how much? There's another judgment that Cosby has to pay.
I bet you got bad knees.
No, I
How
don't.
much is
I
that?
bet you do. You probably just don't know
Not
you
the
have
one
bad
on
knees.
Monday, but a one.
Cross-country? Yeah. That's hard.
He's got bad knees. He just doesn't know it.
I don't have bad knees.
You just don't know it yet.
The way you're getting defensive makes me think you are insecure about your knees.
I just went skiing for a week. How could I go skiing for a week if I have bad knees? Why am I even defending myself?
Have you seen that knee thing on TikTok where it's like a knee massager?
I know why I'm defending myself.
That
Because I'm
he
at an
probably
age where
should
that
get
stuff could be happening.
Exactly. Yeah, okay.
Judy Crazy Chicken Lady said, I'll go tobogganing, but that's about it. I agree.
Oh, boy.
Such as? No, we're not going to talk to him about that. No.
What? Oh, Mombi.
Oh, we got a spammer.
Wish Mombi a happy birthday.
Mombi, happy birthday. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, put the birthday hat on. It says happy.
Is it a girl or?
Mombi mom.
Mom, oh, it says happy birthday, boy, but happy birthday, girl, Mombi.
I know, we gotta start saying boy like we say girl, where I'm like, hey girl.
Hey girl.
Hey boy, hey.
Hey boy.
Gender equality for all.
Oh, boy.
Men matter. Biggest lie I've ever told, ever.
Bill Cosby has another.
Should I reheat pizza from yesterday? Yeah,
Yes.
you should. Always.
You can find how much.
What?
I just remembered how much I love Pizzana. Have you ever been to Pizzana? Oh my God. Not sponsored, but Pizza. If anybody who maybe is a hostess at Pizzana is watching this, best gluten-free crust I've ever had in my life.
I hope there is a Pisana person in here.
I want to apply to be the hostess there on the weekends, so I could, one, afford to live in the city, but two, get free pizzas.
Pisana.
I think Harvey would actually really like it. I might bring it. I know he's into that cauliflower crust. It's good. Good morning, Wilton Sherman. I just didn't see your comment. Somebody said, say it like Flava Flav. Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, girl.
Oh, yeah. You get the I, it sounds better. Oh, Mombi said, I love my TMZ girls.
What are you doing for your birthday, Mombi? What do you got planned? Any plans? Any fun plans?
I wonder, does Pizzana deliver?
Oh, she's about to get some Pizzana for lunch, y'all.
I decided I think I'm gonna get In-N-Out because I could do a low-cal option with because I can't do the bun, and it's also if I think about it correctly, it's $11.15 my order every time.
It's not bad.
burger, fries, Diet Coke.
That's clutch.
But,
Not finding that many at
let me see on
much
Uber Eats
often.
if I could get pizza, because that might complicate things. Pizza.
Pizza.
There's nothing better than a freaking pizza. No, they're closed. All right.
Alaska.
Hey, Andrew, it's Harvey and Charles.
I'm gonna go
Hey,
fishing
Andrew,
for some
it's
salmon.
Harvey and Charles. Thank you for doing this.
Hey, Harvey, how you doing, Charles?
Good.
Thanks
Good,
for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Okay, here we go.
Well, as soon as Bill Cosby lost the civil lawsuit that was filed by Donna Motzinger here in Northern California, and the amount she was awarded was $60 million. First question we all had was, does Bill Cosby have the money to pay that? It was actually $20 million initially, then they added more in punitive damages. Does he have the money to pay for that? In a deposition before before the case went to court, he did say that he is, I don't know if he used the word broke.
He didn't say broke. He said his fortune
his
was sinking like a submarine.
Right.
That's all relative. I mean, it could have been.
By some estimations, he was at $400 million was his net worth years and years ago.
So in this case that where the jury just rendered its verdict, the judge demanded financials before they started evaluating punitive damages, and his financials, according to the court, were $128 million. So it did sink, but he still
sounds like he has
got
the money to
mil.
pay.
Yeah.
The question is, how much of that is actual money he has, and what's in his estate that he could sell if necessary?
And will he pay it?
And will he actually pay it? Joining us right now, someone who has worked with Bill Cosby for many, many years, his former representative, Andrew Wyatt, and he is joining us now. Andrew, welcome back to TMZ Live.
Harvey and Charles, thanks for having me.
So, Andrew, he's worth, by all accounts now in court, $128 million. This verdict would represent about half that. So is this something, based on what you know, that Bill Cosby would willingly pay?
Well, first of all, this verdict would not represent half. It would represent pretty much all of it, because he would have to appeal it. He would have to put up the $60 million plus 50% of that $60 million. And then while it's on appeal based on California statute, that money would accrue interest daily. Mr. Cosby is not insolvent, just like most of these celebrities, Harvey, and these public figures who have done so many great things with their catalog and body of work. They're more asset rich and cash poor. No, he doesn't have the cash sitting around, but he has the assets. When you look at African-American art collection that was valued at $1 billion, and you look at all of the properties, the Philadelphia home, and he just sold his New York property, and he's selling the other New York property, where I think for the first one, he got like a little bit over 28 million, and he has the second one up for 7 million. And then he has the home in Pacific Palisades, and you have the home in Philadelphia, Elkins Park. So I don't think he's insolvent. I just think that Mr. Cosby has to, it's a game of poker. You have to bluff this thing until you find your way out. I think saying you're going to appeal, and you look at Ms. Motzinger, who's 84 years old, her attorneys probably have billable hours that are up in the millions. If you say I'm going to appeal, does she really want to wait, 3.5 years before the appellate court hear the case?
So you're saying it's going to settle?
Right, it's going to settle. It's going to settle. And, one of the things that I told Mr. Cosby a couple of years back, I was like, look, why, if you're on the mountaintop, why do you need to jump off the mountain to prove that you're not afraid of heights? You don't need to jump off the mountain. He should have never done this trial. And we've inherited, when I was with him, and now he's inherited two global movements. In 2018, he inherited Me Too. Now you're inheriting an Epstein saga. And you didn't need to go to trial. And someone should have been advising him, if I was there and strategizing, I would say, look, what do you have to lose? You're 88 years old, do a garden variety settle with all of these alleged accusers, because right now, Harvey and Charles, he has 10 plus more civil suits pending.
And he has 10 more that he still has to deal with. And we found there's one other, although that judgment seemed like it was less than $1 million. So that one
It was $500,000.
Yeah, would be something he could easily pay.
That was the $500,000 was the Judy Huff trial that I spent.
Right.
I spent time in 2023 in Santa Monica, for that trial, and she was awarded $500,000. But Mr. Cosby, they appealed that. So when they appealed that, they had to put up $1 million appeal bond to appeal $500,000, which to me didn't make sense to appeal it. They should have went on and paid that money. So that's on appeal. And now he has this situation that he's looking at on appeal.
So, Andrew, you said that it's like he's playing a game of poker. So he decided to play that game, and he lost. So when you lose, you got to pay up. And it would seem like that's what he's going to have to do now. Is selling this art collection, selling off parts of it, seems like something he might have to do, especially if he's going to appeal.
Well, when you think about it, Charles, they've been liquidating assets since he went to prison. Mrs. Cosby started liquidating the assets. She started selling the collection. I had a number of people reach out to me wanting to purchase the entire collection for $500 million. And she said, not hardly. I had people reaching out to me in 2015 that wanted to purchase the house on East 71st Street at the time for $80 million. And she said, not hardly. I was instrumental in helping them sell both of their planes. I sold the G4 and the Pilatus airplane to a company out of Minnesota.
Two planes?
Yeah, 2 planes. He bought Mrs. Cosby a G4 for her birthday, and she bought him a Pilatus airplane for his birthday.
So no one's believing a cry of poverty in any way, shape, or form.
So we're about out of time. So you mentioned that the plaintiff in this recent case was 84, and that she should settle because of the amount of time it's going to take to appeal. At the same time, Bill Cosby is older than that. I believe he's 90.
No. Mr. Cosby is 88. He would turn 89 on January 12th.
Okay,
July
so
12th.
he's up there in his 80s. He is not in good health. You say that, this is, that this 84-year-old woman should just look at her age and settle. Is Cosby just trying to run out the clock because of the inevitable?
Well, look, even if he runs out the clock, Harvey, once the civil suits have been filed and they're pending, they still get to go after their estate. And they're going to go after everybody around him. Look, I was just served by the Merson law firm yesterday to be deposed by Mr. Cosby's accusers at 3 o'clock yesterday. They served me the papers at my home right here. So, they're coming for blood right now.
Okay.
Well, you say blood, and they would say justice.
Well, it's for them, it's justice. For Mr. Cosby, it's blood, because what he feels and how he feels is that, he wasn't the only entertainer having a good time. And he wasn't the only one kissing back.
Having a good time? Is that what?
Right.
Yeah, that's a hard one to swallow, Andrew.
After what we heard in this case in particular.
Well, look, I'm not here to be an apologist for Mr. Cosby or anything. I'm no longer on the team. I'm just saying that in that era, in that culture, there was a lot of partying. There was a lot of things going on. Now, he has always maintained that he was innocent of these things, and I asked him repeatedly. So all I could
that's not true. I mean, he said that he bought Quaaludes and they weren't for him, and that there has been plenty of evidence that he was slipping him in the drinks of these women.
Well, look, I can only go by what I was told and what I was seeing and what I was shown. So as far as I know, he claims that he had the Quaaludes on him, but they asked for the Quaaludes and he obliged them. That's all that I was told.
Okay. Well, look, we appreciate you coming on, as always.
Thanks,
Thank you, Harvey. Thank you, Charles. Have a positive day.
All right.
Wow. Yikes.
He wasn't the only one having fun.
Having a good time.
That's
what?
The chat is saying, what the hell? Having a good time, question mark, question mark, question mark.
So,
good time, question mark.
Hey, Jim, I don't think we need the whole thing, but I think what
That
you
was
do
nuts.
is take the end where we say to him, is he running out the clock? Or no, where we say, and then we get into
it's from
justice.
running out the clock, right?
And then he says he wasn't the only one having a good time, and then we say he was giving him Quaaludes. So take it to that, and the headline is obviously going to be Cosby was just having a good time like other celebs.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Wow.
I did not see that coming.
So is it what a
That's good on YouTube,
soundbite?
right?
That's crazy.
But he's not working with him now. So
That's. Is it, that could be used in
And
court against Bill.
even if you are representing
This
him,
should do really
to
well.
use the phrase
Putting
he
an
wasn't
ADB
the
out
only
to
one
get-
having a good time, knowing what had come out during that he was sitting at a poker game getting Quaaludes and slipping them in people's drinks, and then to describe it that way is
Having a good time.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
Wow.
They're out for blood.
Somebody said, what a soundbite, holy shit.
Are you ready for us to look at something or not?
Yes.
Okay, next segment,
Yikes.
we'll look at it because it's up on social. So you want to get this
Yeah,
up.
no, that's fine. I thought I responded. I thought
Somebody said, WTF,
yeah,
a good
no, that's
time.
totally fine.
Okay, what are we doing?
You're going to put up a full screen that says, yeah. Great.
What's B2, D2?
You know, at the end. At the end.
What? Let's do Ritchson now.
What are we doing? Which block?
D. D. We've done A, B, and C.
Oh, you want me to move? You want me
Yeah.
to move? I think it'd be fun if for this shot I'm just kind of
I
standing.
need to. You just stand there. We just ignore you. Right?
Yeah, then like
not
everything's fine. Wow. That is
You want to come to my
crazy.
desk?
I wanna go.
Yeah, I'll stay over here. I'll hold down the fort, nobody worry. Nobody worry. Just pull up a chair right here. Yeah, that was a crazy remark to make. Yikes.
I wonder if he regrets it.
Somebody said he's got to regret that interview already. Yeah. They about to go batshit from this interview. Shameful. One hell of a Freudian slip. Jeez. Somebody said, happy birthday, Mombi.
Is that his appeal?
I have no idea how that holds up. I have no. Oh, let's go over to Babcock. I have no idea. But boy, is that concerning. That needs to be looked at. Oh, something smells really good. Is that you, Danny? That smells delicious. Yum. You guys have any more wrap snacks over here? I'm so hungry.
I don't know, honestly. That's a good question. That's Casey.
You guys eating these or you
Oh,
eating
you want
these?
to try a wrap snack?
Yeah, I want to do a taste test.
Just
I
those were hand delivered by Master P himself.
Wow, we have Little Baby barbecue. I don't want that. Little Baby cheddar sour cream.
Barbecue and plain, that's it.
Snoop Dogg barbecue. Why do barbecue chips have milk in them? I don't want that. I
Like
don't
salt
want
and vinegar and all that.
Oh, I love salt and vinegar. I want a salt and vinegar.
You've never had it.
I just, that's how I am with everything. I've never had salad, I've never had anything.
You're crazy.
I want a salt and vinegar martini.
Okay.
I'm conflicted.
I don't know about that
pickle
one.
juice
I like
martini?
the taste of it, Danny,
Martini?
Yes. You ever have a
I
pickle
don't know.
juice martini?
but cheddar and sour cream I like, but
I'm 22. Thank you.
Have you heard of a salt and vinegar
Dots is
martini?
the best
Oh.
I love it. With
It
the
sounds
blue
like
cheese, with the
a blue cheese olive?
A goat cheese olive.
Oh my God.
A goat, and
Do you
just
drink?
a little bit of pickle brine
Not
in
anymore.
there.
Did you drink?
Yeah.
Did you drink? Would you have drank a? What did you just say you
martini,
want?
no.
A salt and vinegar martini?
No.
With blue.
No,
But I
I
get
would
a
not drink it.
martini.
I would
No,
not drink
martinis
it.
are like young girls drink martinis now.
No.
Old people drink.
No,
Old
they're
people
like.
drink
I've never had a
Cosmos.
martini in my life.
It's the best. It's
Me
just.
neither.
We're not a dirty
It's-
martini.
I
Or
can't drink
martini
a straight
I
liquid.
want.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just straight liquor and like.
Let me give you my dream.
What's your dream?
No, it's just
It's vodka.
Depends, either vodka or gin. I like a gin martini
With a twist of lemon.
You old soul.
Filthy.
She said filthy. Give me all the vermouth.
No vermouth, just vodka and brine.
Right?
Vodka and what?
Just the pickle juice brine and olives.
And you have it in like one of those glasses?
In a martini
Yes,
glass.
Devin, she has it in
Do
a
you want to know how
martini
crazy I am?
glass.
I go to Chick-fil-A. I've been to Chick-fil-A.
And you get a martini?
No, I've been to Chick-fil-A, I think, 16, 17 times this month so far.
That's disgusting.
I just find out.
They're only on day 20.
And they're closed on Sunday. I watched
That is
a video,
every day.
I watched a video yesterday from some guy who says he managed a Chick-fil-A forever. And he says, this is how we make it. And they use pickle juice to brine.
the
Now,
chicken.
I love the
That's
taste
normal.
of it. But the thought of pickles to me.
It's a tenderizer.
I know, but just
No, it
now I
doesn't-
think
no.
I had it last
Electrolytes
night
break.
and it tasted like pickles.
No,
to
it
me.
didn't.
You're
No,
the
it
big-
didn't. Get out of here. So now you're going to stop eating
I don't
Chick-fil-A
know
chicken
what to
sandwiches?
do.
You know what? I think we should
You're ridiculous.
we got to do like maybe like an exposure therapy with like vegetables.
Yeah, because you say, I wouldn't eat it, but you've never tried it. Like,
Right.
if you tried it, you might like it.
Here are the vegetables I like. I can do sauteed spinach. I don't want to say like. I can do sauteed spinach.
That's so weird. So of all the fucking vegetables,
Really?
like what?
Oh, like broccoli? Like I can't. I don't think I can do broccoli.
Sauteed broccoli with a little
It
cheese.
doesn't smell right to me.
Yeah.
No,
Right,
it's
it
just
smells
like, are you
bad.
joking?
It really smells
Brussels
bad.
sprouts.
Oh, Brussels sprouts.
Oh, sprouts.
Delicious.
That's
Really?
Brussels
You
sprouts.
won't probably, I mean, you got to work your way up
You
to
ever
those.
have
But you like
flash
spinach.
fried with
Here's what
bacon
I need to.
and balsamic?
Balsamic? Oh my God. The
I went for a
balsamic
blood
bacon
test.
Brussels.
My like
starving.
cholesterol is like
I could go for some bacon
the
balsamic
roof?
Brussels sprouts.
through the roof.
Really? I
Yeah.
got the opposite problem. It's too low.
Really?
Oh.
We can only like.
We could trade.
We trade. Like I'll give you some of mine and
I'll
we'll
take
be
it.
perfect.
Say,
That's what I'm like-
say happy birthday to Mombi in Alaska.
Mombi?
Yeah.
Yeah, like mom zombie.
Yeah, Mombi.
Mombi.
She's in Alaska.
Mombi,
fishing.
I hope you have the most amazing birthday ever in Alaska. I would love to go to Alaska, by the way. Not that you've invited me, but I would love to go to Alaska. I hope it's not too cold, and I hope you have the most amazing day ever.
Wow, you would be great on Cameo.
F.
If anyone wants to pay me for a cameo, you let me know.
B1.
We should get on there as like a collective.
Yeah, can we do it? We'll split
Devin,
it.
say happy birthday to Mombi in Alaska. Camera's right here.
Happy birthday.
Charlie?
No mic, no
Charlie
eye
looks,
contact.
Charlie looks a little
How old
busy.
are you turning?
Oh,
You
wait,
never
she can
asked
say.
Charlie's
that.
he's gonna. Charlie might give Mombi the.
Say happy birthday to Mombi.
This is very famous.
Birthday, Mom B.
That's
Devin always
that's
shakes
the
his head
thing
when
at
she
TMZ.
does
When
that.
someone's
Devin,
birthday,
roll your eyes,
Charlie
or you might
Neff
find a brain
knows.
back there.
Oh, she's over Mombi.
When I slacked it to you.
Yeah. Somebody said, "Yeah, ruin the state of Alaska, Babcock."
Just by going there, just ruin it.
Oh, brother.
Do we have oil in Alaska?
Yeah, I believe we do.
But you know what we don't have? Ships to take it. I've been on this. I've been listening to so much 60 Minutes lately, you guys.
I didn't.
And did you
see that
know that
for
the
you.
U.S. builds
Didn't we only name one vegetable?
one ship
Spinach?
a year?
Someone's like,
We
I'm from
build
Mississippi
one
and I don't eat
ship.
any of those vegetables.
South Korea builds one a week.
Wait, is this
They build like 52 ships a year.
E or they
Wow.
We build one, and we need
don't
it
build
to
anything.
transport natural gas and oil and goods and other things.
Is that the most updated?
And we actually, Babcock, I'm actually interested to bring this up to
Yeah.
you.
Okay, so D.
So we have partnered with the company in South Korea who makes the ships.
Okay.
They sent some of their workers over on
gross
like
is
an
this?
exchange.
For Tim's.
We have some of their workers over here as an exchange where they're like teaching American people how to build ships.
Okay.
The problem is they started to do that. The government was like, hey, we need you guys to come over, help us learn how to build these ships. ICE deported them.
I used to.
Even though they're here.
I got sunflower seeds.
What do you eat?
I'm sorry. Hold on.
You know, I don't want to fight with a guy who's spitting into
Hold
a
on.
sunflower
I'm
seeds
done.
cup.
That.
So tell me
In
why.
hindsight, not the like non-grossest thing to do on camera. Sorry.
But what
Got
is
excited. It's baseball.
what is up with that?
We deport. That doesn't sound right to me.
That
So we.
we'll call 60 Minutes and tell them that they're BS.
We
then.
have. I would love
Did that
to.
do some factory in Georgia?
Yes, that's what they're talking about.
That's what it is? Okay.
Or similar kind of thing, where it's like
But what? This was not like a collaboration with the government between the
Hanwha.
governments.
Hanwha. No, it is.
Okay. Well, I don't. I don't like that.
I know.
I think people that are
they're trying to help
helping our society, then by all means, like that is America.
Stay. Yeah.
Right? I'm down for that.
Should we leave TMZ and start building ships?
Well, I feel like we could build some pretty great ships.
I know. I feel like that might lower
Yeah.
your cholesterol.
Yeah.
In here?
Yeah, it might lower my cholesterol.
It might lower your cholesterol.
The workers in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. We can't do anything.
The thought of any of the men
Physical
in here
labor
opening a toolbox actually makes me feel sick
Do you know
inside.
I changed someone's tire in the parking lot here one time?
I don't believe that.
I don't believe it either.
I did.
With the help
Annie.
of AAA?
No, not without AAA. I did it myself.
That's
the whole thing?
impressive.
It fell
How
off
long
the
did it
jack.
take
I'm
you?
just kidding.
Yeah.
Fell off. The car rolled away.
The woman is still
God.
underneath the car. No, I did.
And when that
Someone
person
said
wakes
you
up
eating
from their
sunflower
coma,
seeds is very on brand for you.
Is that right?
I don't know what,
I don't know
what they
that
mean by
even
that,
means.
but
I think I know what that means.
somebody
does it
just
mean?
commented
Baseball
my
season.
birth year.
oh.
They asked your birth year?
No, they just commented the year I was born.
Oh.
That'll
Wait,
do
Were
it.
you born in the 2000? Oh my God.
03.
Oh,
You were born
wow.
in 2003.
Yeah.
That makes me sick.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
The year Elf came out.
Is that right?
Yep.
What a great year. Lots of great things happened.
Yeah.
in
Do you
2000.
know, you know John Favreau,
Might have
the
to go
guy
get
who
it.
directed Elf? I used to think him and Obama's speechwriter, John Favreau, were the same man. And I was like,
That
God,
would
this
be
guy
fun.
could do anything. He wrote Elf and the State of the Union.
That's
God,
pretty,
he's
that would
incredible.
be pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's a good guy to know.
I like that you said that he is from Elf.
Yeah,
Like
he's
there's
from
someone
Elf.
Like old people would say like Swingers or
No, John
something like
Favreau
that.
of Elf. Yeah.
Man.
Talia, you've been watching so much 60 Minutes, like an hour's worth. LOL. Clever.
I
hey,
love 60
you have a
Minutes.
question? Yeah. What's up, Lucas? I'm sorry. Hi. No, I didn't listen to the BTS album. I was busy sleeping and hating my life. So as soon as I have a little bit of free time, I'm gonna get on that.
Charlie said that it's an appropriation album.
Wow.
Is it? Do you agree? I mean, I did hear a song, and I'm like, I've never heard any of their music sound like that before.
Wait, appropriation of what?
Hip hop.
Oh, of hip hop?
BTS, right?
The whole first half of their album is like their old sound from like when they started as rap.
BTS?
Charlie said that it's
But they got famous as a,
I'm watching the stream here.
like, what's their,
I know,
like,
I
most,
hear
what's their,
myself. I was like, whose nagging voice is that? Oh, it's mine.
so it's not an appropriate, it's not?
I haven't
Not
listened to it yet.
It's not an appropriation album? They're not trying too hard?
I mean, am I to?
Ooh.
Lucas, is it like their normal sound?
It's like a mixture of everything.
Oh, this is so bad. This looks so bad on camera here.
Yeah, well, whose fault? You hear old.
BTS.
It's pretty cool, right?
Where the fuck do I get that?
Oh, they sent it to me.
Holy shit.
Pretty cool, right?
When we.
Gets into.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna wear that at Coachella.
Take it, sure.
Thank you.
Well, okay.
Wow.
Maybe we didn't get that far in.
That is incredible.
Halfway through.
You hear old balls coming in the office?
I'll be honest. I didn't even
Like
know what
halfway.
that was, but I do now.
Dude, Old Ball
said
is
like
coming in
the
the
last
office
half-
today. For those of you who don't know, Old Ball is an old basketball who is autonomous. He is a creature, and he is funny as all hell. He has his own show. He's basically just like leathery old face, and he talks.
I saw him with Charles Barkley.
Yeah, he just did Charles Barkley.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
He was hanging out. He did what did he do? He did some big show, not Hot Ones. Yeah, I would love to see him on Hot Ones.
That would be awesome. Can he eat though?
Yeah, he could do
Does he
anything.
have a stomach?
Yeah,
Like-
he's a regular
Yeah.
guy.
He's a regular guy. Okay.
Let me look.
He's
Old
a
Ball. He's just like you and me.
He's a regular guy.
Oh, he just did the subway takes,
Subway takes.
where it's like the
I don't know what
people
that
on the
is.
subway and like they ask him a hot take.
Oh.
And he's sitting there. God, he is ugly as all hell. I cannot wait to meet him.
Great personality though.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
He's great. But yeah,
No,
Finish those.
yeah, viral
I
sensation.
don't know why I chose now to start eating sunflowers.
Finish that round.
What's my spit cup?
You don't just open them with your hands.
I open it with my mouth.
You gotta get the salt from the
Yeah, got it
seed.
stuck on it, yeah.
Get stuck on the salt.
Terrible.
Okay.
I like the salt and pepper the best.
Yeah, I like the ranch.
Ooh,
That's a good
ranch,
one.
Fire.
Ranch? I've
Yeah.
never
Why
had
don't they
ranch.
have a
You hear
salt and
old
vinegar?
balls coming in the office? If I didn't show up to work,
Good
nobody
thing we're
would
talking
notice.
about him.
Are you gonna meet Old Ball?
Sorry, but I wasn't listening.
It's better.
If I stop showing up to work, I don't know who would notice.
And she's the main asset, obviously.
Probably you guys would
What's the
notice
cut
before
line?
anybody in this room did. I didn't say anything. Just kidding.
Oh, Rebecca.
Is that a good cut line?
Oh, I wonder how Old Ball. I wonder how Old Ball will react to meeting Harvey. If they're going to be like brothers, like, hey, I'm also an Old Ball.
He's a real thing.
He's a real thing. Let me pull up a picture for you of Old Ball. I don't know if you guys understand how scary this thing is.
I thought that was AI.
No, he is a real living, breathing creature. Let's see if you can. This is Old Ball. He's literally like an ancient basketball, and he talks by himself, and he's coming into the office today. He's coming in
Old
today.
Ball?
Yeah. Who's excited?
Friends. Because that is a different thing.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
What was the governor?
Grinder, or should I?
What was what? We're not doing the grind.
Yeah, we are. Oh, we're not? Yes, we are.
Okay, that we can get to that.
What?
It's a different thing.
What? Oh, Grinder's way more interesting. But did you want to start with Kamala, really?
I mean, the problem with the Grinder thing is it's not sound with Gavin didn't say it.
What did you have as D2? What are people more interested in?
Then what?
Well, no, we can still do this. It just, is it going to be one or two? What's more, are people more interested in Ritchson or this? No, I know. This is, what do you have as E? Well, Puka's interesting. I mean, even though if you're not into sports, it's still a crazy story.
And you have the video.
And you have the video. I would lead with, let's just do Puka with Babcock. As D1. I would do Ritchson as D2 and then Gavin maybe as E, right? What do you have as F? Yeah. Okay.
Ready, Danielle? Welcome back to TMZ Live. Some very interesting video now in the case of Puka Nacua, the NFL superstar, wide receiver for the Los Angeles Rams. We told you about the case where a young woman that he was hanging out with on New Year's Eve has now sued him and also gone to police to file a report over that bite mark that she claims he did that.
Well, he doesn't dispute it. He says, yeah, I did it.
The part he disputes because she's also claiming that he uttered a homophobic phrase that night while they were out. He completely denies that. But now we have some video.
It was a phrase about Jews.
Oh, what I said homophobic,
yeah.
Sorry. She also claims that he made an anti-Semitic remark that night, and he completely denies that. But again, the bite, he says, sure, I did it. There's a dispute about why he did it. But
so we got some video. We got some new video
from the night that was in question here. This is New Year's Eve.
And this is after the bite, according to the information we have.
So the young woman who is dancing there or twerking right next to Puka, who is apparently passed out, she is the bite victim, we're told.
So he has 3 sheets, clearly, that, you know, he is passed out drunk. So I guess the issue is that people are saying, you know, because he said this was a playful bite and that they were kind of just messing around. And I don't know that playful bite, if it's not consented, means much in terms of whether it's a battery or not.
And
so I don't know that gets him out of that.
I don't think it gets him out.
And look how serious, I mean, look at that.
It certainly seems that whoever, you know, somebody here thinks, and I'm sure Puka thinks that the fact that she's dancing while an hour or so after the bite,
it doesn't solve the problem.
It doesn't, because
unless she says literally bite me, and consents to. No, I'm serious.
How about just some of her damages, though? Because the way you read her lawsuit, and it really, she paints a picture as if she is really affected by this to this day. Now, this was December 31st.
Right.
So it's 80-something days ago now. Does that hurt her case? The fact that she has looked like she's having the best time of her life that night. She doesn't look too affected by it.
Listen, here's the thing. It could go to...
This is video in the club, by the way, before they got in the Sprinter van.
Right. So bite happens, they go to the club, and then they're in the Sprinter van.
So what you're saying, it could go to damages. It doesn't go to liability. The liability is if she did not consent to this in some way, he's liable. Right. And now the question is damages. Would this be used? Sure. It would be used before
so maybe
a jury.
It might mitigate how much he has to pay. But it's really all about that moment when he bit her. Right. And what was going on.
But he's not as concerned about that as he is the anti-Semitic remark.
I'm telling you,
because he thinks, because for some reason he thinks that just because he's saying it was done playfully and they were just all joking around,
it's all kumbaya.
Like that's going to make it okay.
Yeah. Right.
And I don't, it's someone's getting some bad advice.
Right. Yeah. But he cares so, and I think the reason he cares is because there's some history.
Right. It's with the Aiden Ross on the big stream when he did the anti-Semitic trope. He claimed he had no idea what it meant, but he still did
Puka
it.
in the hoodie there with
Right, there
Aiden,
it is.
Right.
That's the gesture at the center of this thing here. So, yeah, they have said he bit her. It was playful. He didn't make the anti-Semitic comment. They've made that very clear to me.
So that seems to be what they care about more.
Right, because he's got potentially a $180 million contract coming his way in the very near future.
The problem is that video does nothing to address that issue about whether or not he said that.
And by the way, we just did the story. The woman says she has gotten death threats now, and her attorney says the police are investigating.
Hi, Ashley from Kentucky. I just have to say that video is very telling of the status that he was in that evening. You know, if you've ever been there, you're that intoxicated, you are not aware of your spoken words nor your actions. So I just have to wonder, was she trying to come on to him and he was so intoxicated he took the bait and was playful, as he said? Then the tables turned and he was not as into her, and
Here's what's interesting about this. What's interesting is that the alleged anti-Semitic remark doesn't really impact her lawsuit.
Doesn't impact her at all.
And I think what this woman just said is interesting, which is if he's that drunk, how does he remember what he said? Even though it doesn't affect the lawsuit, how does he remember what he said?
How does he remember what he said? Also, how does he remember what the true nature of the bite was?
Right. Okay, where are we going?
Yeah.
Devin? Sorry.
We're on Melissa's camera. Sorry. Yeah. Somebody said, don't be around drunks. Is that Puka passed out? Yeah, it is. Somebody said, oh, Lord.
I'm back.
He couldn't. Was he flirting with Sydney Sweeney? Somebody said he couldn't pull Sydney Sweeney.
He had posted something where he was sort of shooting his shot with Sydney Sweeney.
Somebody said that bite mark looked bad. Yeah, not good. Not good. Fun night, always end bad. Don't I know it? She just wants money. Who are these? Life happens, lady. I don't know. Hey, Corey. Corey, check. Hey, Danny, go Mets. What's going on right now? Yeah, Mets are just absolutely crushing it as per usual. This is going to be the year, Danny.
I already booked my October.
You already put your what?
Booked my October.
Yeah? Dude. Yeah. Oh, hey, how are you? This is the year the Mets take it, right, Charles? I said this is the year the Mets win it all.
What is the new update? I'm sorry.
M-E-T-S, Mets. That's the Jets song parodied for the Mets. God, I'm a genius. If I got bit, I would want money too. Fair enough.
But he says some other
paid off.
Right. That's the reason.
Mind if I take a seat?
He's saying, he's saying they both dropped
both
charges.
of them.
And Allen said he didn't want to press charges.
Yeah, but the DA said we're not prosecuting not because the victim is uncooperative, because it was self-defense on Alan's part. So why would they say this about? I don't understand what Ronnie's saying.
Ronnie's say this is well,
Ronnie
what
says
Ronnie's
that
saying
they
is
called.
he
they
did
called
say
Alan.
he did say
He says
police
they called Alan
said,
and said, "Do you want to press charges?" Alan said no.
Right.
And then they called Ronnie and said, "Do you want to press charges?" He said, "No, I just want to walk away from this."
and Ronnie's.
But what's
you're
interesting is,
saying-
well, then they would have said because the victims were uncooperative.
That's
but
not
they didn't say
uncooperative.
that. They said because Alan did what he did in self-defense.
Right.
Why would they say that?
He told that the police told Ronnie that too. That him standing in front of
But
his
then
bike.
why do they care whether somebody's going to cooperate if they've ruled it self-defense?
But I think he could have still pressed charges, couldn't he have?
No, because they're saying it's self-defense, so there's nothing you can do. In other words, that's the cart.
Yeah,
or the horse.
I guess.
Sorry.
That's. I mean, I don't think.
That's the horse.
I don't think that this.
This doesn't make sense.
A lot of the stuff
Okay,
this
well,
guy
let's just
says
do.
doesn't
I'm gonna
make
do it.
sense.
Doesn't make sense. Okay.
So you're gonna make me look like an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. Just shut up and be the dummy. All right.
Boom. I'll shut up until
Just be the
you
punching
dig a hole.
bag. Huh?
Yeah, I
Sure.
think we should paraphrase.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
Well, Alan Ritchson's neighbor, Ronnie, we told you about the saga between the Reacher star and his neighbor, Ronnie Taylor.
We didn't just tell you, we showed you.
We showed you, yes, the video of Alan Ritchson beating the hell out of Ronnie Taylor after Ronnie Taylor
pushed him,
stepped out in the middle of the road while Alan was riding his motorcycle and then pushed him.
Twice.
And, but we also saw Alan push Ronnie. In fact, he pushed him first.
So the police started an investigation, and they looked into it, and they determined that there would be no prosecution.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of people started thinking online, were saying, oh, yeah, clearly Ronnie got paid off, and that's why this went away. We spoke to Ronnie, and he says there was no money exchanged. This has nothing to do with money, and that he, Ronnie, himself chose to walk away from this and to drop all charges.
So we also wanted to get just Ronnie's reaction to this whole thing and them wrapping up the investigation. So how he puts it is he says the cops reached out to him. He said he never lawyered up, and ultimately he told cops, "I don't want to press charges because I don't want to go to court."
He said that?
And he said that cops told him that Alan also the same did not want to press charges.
Yeah, but here's the thing about that. That's not why they decided they weren't going to. It's
not the reason they put out anyway.
The reason the police said, and really the DA, because they both looked at this, the reason that there would be no prosecution is they said Alan acted in self-defense. So that has nothing to do with whether alleged victims are cooperative or not. They're already saying, look, it doesn't matter whether they went to press charges or not. We determined this was self-defense and therefore no prosecution.
Right.
And they laid it on Ronnie because they said Alan acted in self-defense. Right. Meaning Ronnie was the aggressor.
And
so
Ronnie,
it doesn't matter.
If either of them wanted to.
Exactly.
Right.
It doesn't matter at all.
But at the end of the day, he got his ass whooped in the neighborhood and didn't get a dime out of it.
That's a true statement.
So.
Hey, this is Gabrielle calling in from LA. It does look like the neighbor was probably the aggressor based on the footage, but I feel like the reacher on a bike could technically do a little bit more damage.
Oh, he could, there's no doubt he could do more damage.
Yes.
Yes.
I would run for the hills.
I mean, you can see it it's written all over Ronnie's face what kind of damage he could do.
I just realized what time it is, and we're in trouble.
Do you want floor for Gavin Newsom? You're going to stand here, Babcock can stand up.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned whether.
What do we got? We got, what's left?
Yeah, maybe Charles can do E alone, and then I'll come back for F and G, and I can start looking at some newsrooms. Okay?
You really need Babcock then. Because.
Yeah, because they're not really.
Babs.
They're not related at all.
Babs.
Explain to how standing in front of someone.
Babcock, for sure gonna use you.
Okay.
So does it have him here?
Like.
Because Babcock's going to stand up? So what's the best? Can you stand up, Babcock, just so we can place Charles correctly?
No, I did not, Daniela.
Second host. See the second host.
Oh, we're not going to
Charles is going to be the only host, but Babcock's going to jump in.
Babcock,
That would make more sense because I was like, why was it you break up with somebody, you're not perfect.
Where was Newsom? Got it. Old Alex Thompson. Red eye?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry.
Devin, do you mind dropping?
Yeah, no problem. That's what we got today. Beautiful sheets.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's kind of
Looks
dark.
cold. Looks like Game of Thrones.
Scotland.
I hate how you do
I know.
this.
I'm like, now I gotta try to.
Oh, he
like,
does.
you know,
Oh,
like,
Scotland.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. Like,
oh, is there a way to look?
Sometimes it
Depends on how New York
Doesn't matter at this
he's
point.
like so world traveling.
Kamala Harris and California Governor Gavin Newsom have some issues, or at least she certainly seems to think they have issues based on her memoir, where she made a reference to, basically said that she's kind of salty over the fact that Newsom took his time endorsing her when she was running for president. Well, Gavin Newsom was asked about that. He was sitting down with Alex Thompson of Axios, and at least from Newsom's side, he thinks that everything's fine. I don't think, if you read her book, I don't think that's true from her side, but this is Newsom's explanation.
So, former Vice President Kamala Harris, why don't you guys like each other?
It's a preposterous premise of the question, because we absolutely do.
You didn't speak at her convention.
I introduced her at the convention. It was even more personal. I actually was the one that got enough votes that gave her the nomination, and I had the privilege of speaking in front of the convention. So it was the ultimate affirmation of that relationship. Obviously, she made her way to the state. I made my way to the state shortly thereafter. And so I've always had a relationship in that respect, but I also have known my relationship to that relationship, that when she goes first. She gave me a little shot as it relates to the actual truth of the walk I was on, and I remember texting her back. I said, "Kamala, I've already put out a statement supporting you. They're the last person you need to talk to." But for whatever reason, she added that in. I think it graded some color for the book.
Oh, so you're saying that she just kind of ginned it up a little bit just for the book? So if you couldn't see it there, what she said in the book is that when she texted him, "Hey, can you put out a statement?" He said, "Oh, I'm on a hike."
Right.
And then she didn't
and that was basically
hear from him.
He like ghosted her.
Right.
Right.
So one of them is telling the truth.
Right. Yeah. I would probably think Gavin is telling the truth here. That maybe when you write a book,
I could tell that really hurt you. You're like, you didn't want to say either of them was telling the truth. You're
Not
like,
two people I normally agree with. I don't think there's bad blood, Charles. I think they're both really ambitious people. They both want the highest job in the whole world. And
what did he mean when he said she goes first? Like, she always has to go first.
Right.
And I'll take the back seat.
Right. Yeah, that sounded like it could have been a little bit of a dig.
Now that seems like he's a little salty.
Might there be a little jealousy that she got the opportunity to run for president? I could see that. He wants the job, clearly.
I think so.
They all want the job.
Right, and he's clearly gonna run in 2028.
So. And the front runner probably, at least for the Democrats.
She's not looking real good if she was gonna do it.
Right.
All right, it is that time of week, your favorite time. Tim is here with his rejects.
Charles, what's going on?
Tim, we should say, before you ask, you do some cycling thing. Harvey had to step away for a minute, but He's here. He'll hear it if you got to dig for him.
Some of them were catered towards Harvey, so
figured,
bear with me here. But so I think we can agree making a basketball layup is pretty easy, you'd say.
Well, we've seen Harvey. We've seen Harvey try to do a layup.
Right.
But not that this is. I mean, this is an always reject.
Right, always.
Harvey's attempt.
In general, they're usually pretty easy. So this is pretty impressive. This might be the coolest layup I've ever seen. Here's this guy. He's doing a bunch of moves here. He does, I don't even know what kind of moves here. But as you can see, he goes like through the legs or around the back.
Someone's yelling travel.
Travel, but he did make it.
Clearly carried.
Yeah.
Clearly carried. I mean, come on.
Pretty good, though.
Pretty impressive, and also running that right after Harvey's attempt at a layup.
Yeah, it's
pretty mean.
All right, so when you go into the bathroom, do you make sure? What the? Yeah, before you go into the bathroom, basically make sure everything's cool, right? You know, nothing's out of the ordinary,
What do you mean?
right? Well, here, check this out.
Oh, you mean
here.
anything in the toilet?
Yeah, well, that too. So check out this here. These people in the bathroom, they open the door and a huge python is in the bathroom there.
What?
So before you go into the bathroom or any other room for that matter
First of all,
in
that's
your
not
house.
a huge python, but
okay,
but
so
whatever,
it's a baby,
snake.
small python. I mean.
Why are they still standing there? I don't understand. Why? What? You open the door and you run.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess snakes can't move fast. I don't know.
Anyway.
All right, so I know Harvey likes Lake Powell. Have you ever been?
I have not been to Lake Powell, no.
Okay, well, here's the thing. It was catered for Harvey, but we're going to use it anyway. I was going to ask him if he jumps off of the rocks in Lake Powell, and he would
definitely
say...
does not.
Does
Oh,
not
God,
do that,
no,
but,
he definitely does not do that.
Definitely don't do that, but pretty cool. I think do backflip and lands it pretty good there.
Are the water levels back up at Lake Powell? They were down a few years ago, but it might be back up. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. Although that guy, he stuck the dive.
Yeah,
there.
he stuck the landing there.
Pretty
so
impressive.
Pretty good.
More impressive than that snake video.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
All right, Tim.
All right, see ya.
All right, we should have Harvey come back and go like, you didn't miss anything. I don't know. What do we got? F.
Charlie Neff.
By the way, it's Scotland, right?
We couldn't figure it out. It doesn't work. He has an old computer.
What are you doing, man? No. Close this side.
Everybody
Close this
commenting
side.
toilet and snake emojis.
No, there used to be a.
Yeah,
Used to be a little thing.
He has an old one.
Oh yeah, wait. Here it is. Learn more about the picture.
Oh.
All right.
Indonesia.
Way off. Way off. All right.
He said it with confidence too. He said
All right,
Scotland.
I missed that.
That does not look like Indonesia.
Whatever.
It does look like Scotland. Scotland's more Game of Thronesy than Indonesia.
True.
Scotland. My lord, my lady, my liege.
Good one.
You know?
Yeah, that was good.
Your Grace.
No, we can do that. There's not. I mean, how long is the sock? There's not much to say here. Like,
Charlie. Trying to see if they're cutting you
we
or
can do
not.
this.
Seems
I
like
mean, is there more to the story other than she had food poisoning?
Do you need floors? You got this, Charles.
Not really.
Okay, you got this.
Yeah.
Thanks, Charles.
So that old Hollywood adage, actually show business adage, not just Hollywood, about the show must go on. Yeah, there are limits to that. And Rosalia proved it during her performance in Milan last night. Oh, well, her abbreviated performance. And if you're a fan, you have to understand when someone comes out on stage and tells you they're going through this.
I tried to do this show since the beginning. I've been sick. I've had come on big time food poisoning, and I've tried to push it till the end, but I'm feeling extremely sick. I'm puking out there, and I really want to give the best show, and I'm like in the floor, doing my best. I might try to keep going, but maybe at some point I have to stop. And I'm extremely sick.
Yeah, you can't give her a hard time. By the way, she performed 11 songs before she finally had to give, say, I can't do this anymore. So kudos to her. That's That's plenty. I can't imagine that the fans are too pissed. Although 11 songs, she performed for about an hour, you're probably not going to get your money back.
Hello, my name is Beryl. I'm from New Jersey. I honestly think it's pretty brave for her to go out there and perform with food poisoning, knowing that you have to use like your stomach and your throat to like really belch out those vocals. But I'm glad you pushed through because I'm sure the fans paid a lot of money and time to come see her in concerts. And honestly, I just kind of just wish that she gave them some sort of partial refund. They didn't get to experience the full set list, which I'm sure would have been incredible. So that would have been my only ask, but glad she pushed through, glad she's here, glad she's feeling better, and hope she come back stronger for fans.
That is an excellent point about singing from your diaphragm. You try to sing from your diaphragm and then could get bad. All right, what else you guys want to talk about?
So with Bill Cosby, I was wondering, because he's like says that he's poor, but he has all these properties and artwork that he could just sell. So why are you poor? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, he may be saying that he's poor by his standards, but you got plenty of money. He admitted having $128 million pay up. That's a poker game, as Andrew Wyatt put it, that he lost. One more.
Hi, I'm Jerry and I'm from England. So Savannah obviously blames herself for what has happened to her mum. She is apologetic because she thinks that she is the reason that this has happened. Because of her and because she has a platform, people know who she is and who her family are and that they have money, making her 80-year-old mum a target. I can't even imagine how she would feel. If anything happened to my mum, I would be distraught. I would be so upset. And her having the guilt on top of that just makes everything 100 times worse. So I do really, really feel for her. And I do really hope that the mum, Nancy gets found, and sending a lot of love to the family.
Yeah, it's clear that they desperately need some closure, and that guilt is misplaced. It's clearly not her fault.
All right, Harv, G Block.
Wherever they want to go.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. We were just looking at this.
What?
Nice. Nice, 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 nice.
Probably not.
Food beyond
Okay,
the
we ready?
bear. Take it away, champs.
God damn it. Okay, here we go. Okay. A minute. I'm going to start this. Let's go back to what we talked about a few minutes ago. We're sick of Congress acting like it's the other guy. And meanwhile, you see people like the woman we had on our show talking
Rebecca
about
Wolf and
talking about how it has affected everything in her life, including her health, that she's losing her car, she could lose her house.
TSA officers are struggling right now.
So,
in a really bad way.
If compromise won't work, maybe shame will. If you see a congressperson, a member of Congress, one of the 535 members, vacationing during the next 2 weeks as they take their recess, send us pictures of them enjoying the beach or Disney World, and we will put them up on our website, on social, on our TV shows.
I hope that they do the right thing and either don't take their vacation or actually come to a compromise and fund TSA. But if they don't, you know what to do.
We'll see you tomorrow. Okay.
All right.
What?
All right. Folks, we've had
a lot of emotions. A lot of emotions in that show today.
Roller coaster
kind
of going on.
Emotions in that show.
God,
Andrew
and-
Wyatt, what he was saying.
Yo, what the hell was
And
that?
Rebecca Wolf, man.
They were having a good time with the
God forbid Bill.
Quaaludes.
God
insane.
forbid Bill Cosby had a little fun. Said nobody ever. What the hell?
He wasn't the only one not having fun.
Having a good time.
On the surface, what he said is no doubt factual, but what the fuck kind of excuse is that?
Yeah, no. And I love when Harvey was like, yeah, he's like 90. He's like, no.
He's 80, 89. He'll be 89 in January. Okay, my boy.
Okay.
Well,
if you round up, that man 90.
I mean, although when you get to that age,
every year counts.
I'm getting
every
In-N-Out
day.
for lunch.
Yes.
non sequiturs for free from Talia.
So I gave the chat an option.
People love to know what's going on in our lives.
What? You gave them an
Let me
option
guess,
of what?
Honey Nut Cheerios again? Like,
I don't know if you think that you can shame me, but
I'm trying
you can't.
real
Did you ever
hard.
eat Pops growing up?
Sugar Pops?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Didn't like this.
Oh. Me and Charlie been killing. That's like a 90s throwback classic. Pops.
Do you mix your cereal?
No, I don't really do that either. No. I mean, maybe some Cheerios and Honey Nut Cheerios.
Boo. When I used to eat Cheerios, I used to put a whole bunch of sugar at the bottom.
We cover our mouths around here when we yawn.
What?
We cover our mouths when we yawn.
Who's we?
Jesus. Charles, you want to play a game or you want to give a shirt to the birthday mom? The chat's divided, so you got to be the
chat's divided
on playing
Some
a game
people
or
want to celebrate her birthday, and
it's half and half.
and others
some
are
people
like,
want greed.
They want
hell
a
with your
game.
birthday. I need a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. It's really nice of you guys. So charitable.
They're all saying happy birthday, but still half of them want to play a game.
Oh, we wish you happy birthday. Now go get your own gift.
I can't tell if I washed this jacket and the candy is still in it.
Don't eat it. Oh, she ate it.
No, I definitely didn't wash it.
No detergent on it. Love
Yeah,
you.
sure you.
Oh, we can. If we
Ever eat
play a
Tide
game, I got
Pods,
the
too?
game. Oh, well, they already know.
Do I have
Do you
that
eat?
vibe?
Is your favorite cereal in there?
No, it's not.
We play a game of Charles's favorite cereal, or we can give the birthday girl a shirt.
Aw, I vote for Mom B.
That's fine. We'll just do both.
I think we should give.
The birthday?
Give the birthday.
All right, we're going to give the birthday.
Although, hold on.
Whoa.
One,
Does she live in Canada?
do we have proof of birthday?
We do not have proof of birthday.
Two,
Birthday started this
does
morning.
she live in Canada?
Oh,
Three,
true.
this is a bad precedent because every day someone has a birthday, they're going to be in here going, where's my t-shirt?
You're right. We can't do the birthday shirt. But whoever wins the game can donate their shirt.
Hopefully. Now, if you want to do that.
No, we can't do the birthday shirt because that's true. It's going to be everyone's
Yeah.
birthday every day. Now, we
We
can
ain't got
play the
that kind
game,
of
guess Charles's favorite cereal, and if whoever wins wants to donate their shirt to the birthday girl, I'm sure the birthday girl, what did you say? Would love
Said
that.
karma when my phone
dropped
fell.
his phone. I said karma.
So,
This
yeah,
phone's been hell
unfortunately,
and back.
just
I get my
due
karma every day,
to
don't worry.
future references, we cannot do birthday shirts, but we will play games on birthday days, and whoever wins, if you guys want to give your shirt away as a birthday present.
This is embarrassing. I don't want to say what my favorite cereal is.
I hope it's not what I
But-
think you're going to write.
I don't want to say it, but
All right, guys, you can start
For
guessing
sake of-
Charles's cereal.
It'd be something like Raisin Bran.
I was going to say, please don't let it be Raisin Bran.
Don't show it.
He didn't write it yet.
I didn't
but,
write
you
it
know,
yet. I have.
It probably was
I think
Raisin
somebody
Bran.
already guessed
I've
it.
narrowed it down to two.
I'm only starting
I'm
the
gonna
guess
go-
after Miss Mo Money So Funny. So sorry. That's where we're starting with the guesses.
Oh,
We've
that's
talked
my
about
favorite.
this.
That's my favorite
We've
too.
talked about
That's
this.
very interesting. Very, very interesting. No one's gotten it yet.
Charles and I have the same favorite cereal.
And Maria
Great.
Luna 9277, you are the winner and the only one that has guessed Fruity Pebbles.
Do you drink
Congratulations.
Nope.
No one would have thought that because you're always eating like
Beige.
cheery. Yeah, like
I don't have them often.
Because they're
But
so
when you do,
sugary and the
no one
dye
still
is
guessed
so,
it.
I can't eat them at work because the red
I
dye
literally
makes
buy
me
it at
crazy.
home like
I had a
maybe
box on my
twice a year.
desk, actually.
Maybe twice a
Do
year.
you have a problem with control when it comes to the cereal? Because that's my problem. I can eat the whole bag. I have no discipline when it comes to Fruity
Okay, I
Pebbles.
don't have that.
Maria Luna
And then I
9277.
I
Let us
started
Good for
know.
one
using them.
bowl.
You ever use them as sprinkles on vanilla ice cream? And then you have like cereal milk ice cream? I did a challenge recently
Maria,
did a challenge.
it is timed the moment of truth, Maria.
Wow.
where I had Fruity Pebbles for
Are
every
you giving
meal.
your shirt away or is she keeping it? Ooh, what do you think Maria's gonna do?
Well, now you're forcing her to be charitable.
No, I'm not. She can 1,000.
I know, but now you're kind of shaming her.
Devin, would you keep your shirt if you won, or would you give it away to the birthday girl in the chat you've never met? Boy, it doesn't matter. Like, come on, dog.
I'd give the shirt off my back to someone.
Aww.
I mean, you can't actually take it off right now because you're.
wouldn't.
Maria said she's keeping her shirt. Maria said she's keeping her shirt.
Well,
Maria,
happy birthday anyway.
Happy birthday, Mom B. We'll keep an eye out so we can get you a shirt. Maria, send your email information or your shirt information to tmzideas.com. Your name, your address, and your shirt size.
Can we get Fruity Pebbles in the kitchen?
She said she's keeping it. First win. Yeah, can we
help out a TSA officer?
Oh.
Yeah, that's actually
I don't want to bring
Fruity
I don't want to bring
Pebbles.
everybody down, but
I did see a lot of people were asking if Rebecca
like,
had a
stuck with me.
GoFundMe, and she doesn't, unfortunately. Not that I've seen, but I don't know if there's so many
I
TSA
think she would
agents.
tell you support your local TSA officer.
I will tell you exactly what she said.
I'm gonna bring thank you cards.
And I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
She literally said all she's asking for is prayer. Like, I'm not kidding. If you go on her Facebook, you will be able to find it very easily. Rebecca Wolf, you'll see the video that we put a short clip of. It's a 7-minute video, very gripping, very, very good video. And at the end of it, she just says that she's just really asking for prayer at this time. So serious.
So sad.
Go over there and check it out.
Anyway.
Well,
all right. Congratulations, Maria.
But Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles are cool.
Fruity Pebbles is the best.
We'll see you on Friday.
I won't be here tomorrow. Have fun, guys.
What?
Oh, remember when I told you my parents got me the plane ticket?